Head out. Let's go to the tree. But for you, we need to do the black metal. Okay. Did we go? Did we look this way? Despite the rains, the stalks feel as dry and stiff as a locust husk. Or an ingredient. Alright, where's the freaking tree? The deer is somewhere over here. Here he is. Oh, and there you are, saved. Kadara de Baranzi. See, your name is Purple. The squat, distorted body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh on her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the brazier shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you can reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt through your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being drawn down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think.
Her eyes squint as she peers down at you. How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
She moves her tongue around in her mouth as if testing it. She gives you a motherly smile. Then am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even.
A mercy?
Not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
She considers for a moment, looking down at her own limp body. Her tongue clicks and she shakes her head. I think I survived a bailiwick. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
Caldera appraises you with a scholarly interest for a moment before resuming her chauffeur demeanor.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
She smiles sadly at the thought. I need to understand something that happened. Oh, you know what? You said souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success.
Hmm.
A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
She clicks her tongue. I need to understand something that's happened. She nods, a look of pity on her face as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
She nods.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
She nods again. Past the shroud. What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
So we see past reincarnations. What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprout from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
An inspired gleam crosses her murky eyes. Okay, another watcher. I want to know something about you.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
What happened to you? She laughs, a rasping choke crackle escaping between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing your blank expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer.
No, like, why are you here?
Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance, a humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
What? She shakes her
Nothing at
head.
all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
You should have just told him the truth from jump that nothing was wrong with her. What's an animaster?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are.
Oh.
But the best of us? The best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion.
Oh, wow.
The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid.
Soul twins.
It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
And who exactly are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
She breathes a mild sigh, sending a small bead of skittering from inside her cheek. Her arms turn outward stiffly in what might be a curtsy. I have other questions.
Of course, dear.
Nope, that's it. Farewell.
Goodbye, my dear.
Aw.
It was lovely visiting.
She was so nice. She closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into the vision from some unknown place of waiting. Sahara was granted crucible of the soul. Aloth looks at you with narrowed eyes. Are you all right? You seemed lost just now. I'm fine. He folds his arms. That's good to know, but I don't suppose you'll tell me what that was all about? I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that is interesting. He gives you a slight grin. And I expect that explains how you survived the Beowulf, huh? In any case, I appreciate your honesty. I didn't want to tell you that, though. Since we're traveling together, it's better wise for us to share these things. So are you going to share what happened earlier? Do you know anything about the Watchers? Only that they're rare, and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. He coughed. As you just demonstrated. Let's continue. Save. What is the thing we just got? Character, inventory, journal.
Yeah?
Crucible of the Soul. The Watcher unravels the vital essence of one of his or her enemies, gaining endurance in the process. One per rest. Okay. Let's talk.
Yes?
How may I be of services? Tell me about Edir. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Edir as home. We've thousands of years of history and traditions behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to adjust to the dry wood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk, more attention to insult than a duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keep my thoughts to myself anyway. And how long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that has been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge as far as I'm concerned. Any place is better than Gilded Vale. Okay. First, there is
Yes?
a. There we go. Defend self. You are doing. If you do damage, reduce our arcane as you combat. Direct. Crowd control. Defensive. Um, Spell sword. What about
Hey there.
you? Aggressive? Nah. You know what? We'll figure it out. Let's go
Sure.
back.
17 and a half.
What? The smell of the pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostril. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origins, where you found a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall. Didn't we talk to him already? His pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks at you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Oh, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What are you talking
The
about?
people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Elot frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair.
The
Of the
dare.
people around here, might as well be 19.
He extends his hand.
Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
He looks you up and down and grimaces. What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk
I was
broadens.
smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a radrick at first.
I've been out of sorts lately. Of course, we all got our bad days when we stand perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking. He winks. None of your business. Fair enough. Fair enough. If folks around here mind their business, then that tree over there would have a few less wind chimes. Maybe I should take heed. I'll leave you to your corpse staring. What? Pretty social for someone hiding something. You gonna tell me what the business by the tree was, or do I gotta guess? Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of radrick bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks
Really?
around here, radrick especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
You think you're gonna be hanged?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there.
Oh wow.
My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Why would your headman hanged? Got involved. Frederick sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority someone in town was working with Kosick, plotting Radrick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of. Oh wow. So Radrick is maybe overthrown. A coast, whoever that is. No one was coming forward, so Swinton, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. Seriously? He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree, bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Radrick, then for protecting me. What does your town have against you?
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
Okay.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Radrick's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Oh, it's that kind of town. He looks up at the tree, his eyes trailing one of the swaying bodies. Alod glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. We really can. Who's Kosk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. And what's the war? The Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's the living incarnation of Theothos. Overthrew Recapture, marches on Drywood, so we gave him a Drywoodian hello. What's a Drywoodian hello?
Blew him up.
Fair. He smiles at this, but it's the smile of one recounting a joke for effect rather than enjoyment. Who's Aethys? God of rebirth and redemption, formally anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from. Formally. Other questions? If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? He gives a half smile. Drinking, mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Wadewinn's legacy started with Wadewind. We could travel together? Where are you headed? Someplace called K Nua? There's an old watcher there that might be able to help me.
I remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath.
Fair.
A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
Something kindles in his eyes, and the vigor of purpose finds its way into his voice.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
He scratches his beard absently with a calloused thumb. There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
He glances briefly at the tree. He tilts his head forward and gives you a pointed look. Let's get going. Bring a deer to speak with Marigold. Let's look at you first, actually. You are a fighter, metal folk. Okay. Level 3. We're benevolent 1. Interesting. Inventory. You're using this a hunting bow, it's a war bow. A medium shield heater and a saber. I don't know if I want you with a shield though. Um let's do what's the difference? Heater. What does heater mean? 5. 5. Okay. Not the dagger. Slash. They'll keep you with the saber. And then hide. Oh, you have Saint's War armor. What's the difference? No value of anything. Let's give you this. And then endurance and dex. Con. Okay. You know what? Oh, it's gonna suck. However, I do want to give you, since we finally have a melee, someone on the front line. I can put you back with the light armor. Save. There was this that I never went down. Formation. Let's see how. Okay, what is this? I think I kind of remember this. I'm pretty sure it's a dungeon. A rising sun and 3 drawn stars, the symbol of Ethos.
I haven't been in here for, must be 5, 6 years. Used to be real nice.
Please.
Bright. Warm.
Help me here, Berthan. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain.
How do you do?
Godlike. Huh, thought you were some Never mind. Well, whoever you are, you're traveling a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best. Times being as they are, he groans and shifts positions, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. I just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you warily. Maybe you have better luck. What happened? I was trying to avoid the spiders. He breathes a quiet laugh. Ran into a scolder. Might have gone a little better for me if the beast hadn't knocked the sword right out of my hand. Good blade, too. Probably still lying there in the dust. He smiles warily. But I'm not, so that's alright. It's not a bad wound, I think. Just hurts. What are you doing down here? The man points a finger upward. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Eothos, the scattered god, a grand temple at that. His worships would come from all over Drywood, from Recapture even. Not as much as from Recapture these days. Until the... Ooh. What? You got a picnic? Until the war, of course. Even then, we've had some of the stubborn ones. The ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. And the Lord allowed them to worship? Lord Redrick would clear off the place from time to time, make a rest. It wasn't until the legacy that he started losing patience. He sent his guards in to put the priest to the sword, bring the place down, burn some of the books, and that was that. He looks away. What's this legacy? Didn't the magistrate tell you? Drywood's been pushing for killing Eothos, or for not killing his followers too. Depending on which idiot you believe. Either case, you don't see too many children around here born right. They come out and they don't cry, and they don't look at their mothers, got no soul in them to give them a personality. They just breathe. Wharton's eyes adhere warily as the man says. The thinking is it Wadrin's having a last laugh. Strikes me as a little petty, even for a dead god. He smiles thinly, but Lord Redrick believes it. That's all that matters. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided he's been too lenient on the Eothasians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there buried under a heap of rock. After that, Redrick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that up until recently. Lord Redrick hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven and the legacy will end. See? He smiles brightly. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Warrington licks his lips. These priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that, chopped down in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you could get down there, find their remains, maybe we could finally give them a proper burial. Burden breathes out. No small task. There's a coin in it for you if you need motivating. Alot's cautious expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. I have some questions first. Yes? Who are you anyway? Burton offers you a weak grunt. Name's Burton. I lived in Gilded Vale long enough to remember how grand it used to be. He shrugs and looks away. I used to help the temple sometimes, bring supplies, that's it. And what's this legacy? Oh, we already read that. Why don't you do this yourself? Well, I tried. Only got a short ways in before I got in over my head. Burton grimaces. I haven't raced a blade in a long time. Turns out, it isn't something you can just pick up again, but you look like you can handle yourself. Won't the Lord mind us sticking around down here? I wouldn't go telling him about it. Lingering in these places is no good for anyone, but you do this quick and quiet, and we can do right by those priests without raising a fuss. Any chance there's something down there worth a little more than some old, oh, you know what? Yeah. He looks around, probably. Nobody's been through the place since it was sealed up, well, apart from me. And I didn't touch anything. Any valuables in there, you get first crack at them. I only ask that you do this favor for me while you're at it. I have no more questions. I tell you aren't supposed to be in here. He laughs bleakly. Well, I meant to be in and out, nice and quick. I'm not hurting anybody. It's just Lord Radrick's forbidden anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause though, isn't it? And you can make some coin in the process. I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priest would have been on the lower floor. Ugh. They'll still be there if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches to the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up. Can we give him something?
Gods keep you.
Not yet. Okay, what is it? It's not that. Not that. Buried secrets? Search the temple. Okay. And obviously we're gonna have to do it this way. Oh wait, what? What is this? Maybe it's him.
Hey. Yes?
And then... Come on. You got this.
Most inconvenient.
You are moving here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. For a counter. You.
Hey there.
You're going to charm you.
Most inconvenient.
Crap.
Ah. Okay, where is that?
All right, move. Move. Attack. Come on.
Hi.
Oh, come on.
Yes?
Again. What is happening here? Second wind. Second wind. Mirror image. I don't want to use yet. I don't want. Is this Oh, I think do we just have one of these? Oh, we have 4 in 1. Okay.
Yeah?
Second wind.
Yes? Hey.
You're doing great.
But I'm slowly dying, boys.
You move
Damn
back.
it. We gotta take better care of Aloth.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Aloth. Son of a gun. Are you still? Really?
Hey.
Knock down.
Show them how it's done!
Okay.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Sure. Yeah? I'll teach you.
We got this. What's this? Defender. Modal. A fighter increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3, but it messes with deflection. That's cool.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Leave it to me.
Come on, my guy.
Hey there.
Okay. Get
How
up.
may I help?
I can't believe you went down.
I?
It's
I?
actually really annoying. Whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink has dribbled across the scroll, obscuring its content. What is this? Jasper, a letter home. Take. Mother, I have asked Brother Edric to carry this letter to you, for he travels to New Hemer come morning. With him goes what coin I have, and I hope it will ease the surprise of an unexpected homecoming, for I mean to follow in a few days' time. Our villages must change, and I do not wish for you to worry. I do not feel it is safe to remain. I know Retrix or Bricka will not approve, but the letter trails off. Oh. You had to leave in a hurry.